Good afternoon, 6-4 hours owls. This is Mr. Hagedorn. Just with our weekly update. So got a lot going on in math next week. On Tuesday, we have a whole lot of things due. So our Spire Review Week 2 is due Tuesday. Those are always due Tuesdays. We have our first major on Tuesday as well. So to prepare for that major, we have practice problems and a study guide due Tuesday before the major. Students had all day today to work on those. They will also have all day Monday to work on those to help them prepare for that major. After the major on Tuesday, we will begin our second half of Unit 1, which is going to focus on surface area and volume. All right, have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing everybody on Monday.
Hi, OWL families. It's Miss Pedersen with your ELA updates for the week. This week, we continued working on Percy Jackson. We took our first 2 assessments yesterday and today. Next week, we're going to start focusing on how Percy is on a hero's journey and how his adventures in The Lightning Thief match up with the archetype of the hero's journey. Have a great weekend.
Sorry, running in from way behind the room. This is Mr. O from Science. We finished up this week looking at our Thinking Like a Scientist unit. We ended up not really coming to a group consensus. If the Oreo company is lying to us about double stuffed Oreos, I will be passing out the answer to that on Monday. They got their first 2 graded assignments back today, but those will be in Power School starting Monday. Next week, we're going to end our scientific method unit, and we're going to be going into Matter 1. We're going to be starting with the key vocab of like elements and molecules and atoms, looking at the periodic table, and a scientist named John Dalton will be topics of conversation next week in science.
Excellent. Okay, so for some social studies, we are in our Thinking Like a Historian unit, which is all about the 5 themes of geography, which we're just getting into. The idea of location, where is something, place, what it's like there, human environment interaction, how do the humans destroy basically the earth, and how are the interaction. We talk about movement, how things move around the world, why we choose to move around the world, and region. We're talking about that right now. We're also talking about some map skills. We're going to continue that into next week, and we'll probably finish our unit on Thinking Like a Historian sometime next week, and then get into a longer unit on geography. I also wanted to mention that today I introduced students to Scholastic book orders. Unfortunately, they couldn't bring the flyer home because Scholastic doesn't send me as many anymore because it's online. So they have this written in their agenda, the class code, when it's due, and everything is done on the Scholastic website now. So if your kid comes home and says, I want to order a book, you just get on and create an account, or if you have an account, put in the class code. It should say Hutchinson and Pine Hollow, and you can order whatever you want. If you have questions, let us know. So hopefully you have a good weekend, and don't forget there is a timeline assignment due in social studies today. Most kids are done, but you might want to ask and see if your kid finished the timeline activity. All right, friends, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.